Delta round 20, you're kind of coming underneath us here, though.
Yeah. So yeah, just turn your heading a bit, and then we're gonna have to come down a little bit. This is pretty. So I'm at 20 meters altitude to hit that point, and then
Okay.
Atalanta's
Yeah,
gonna have to
we'll
be.
have to come down.
But it might get tight there. So
Yeah, that
just keep an
cliff's,
eye on your sonar.
that
But I
cliff's
don't
looking
think
close.
you might need to move. You might have to hit this. You might have to have the ship down further south to get Atalanta down there.
We also have a few more new people in here. We have Maren, who's on video. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, so just they're going to move the ship to get you down into
Okay.
deeper water.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I'm Marin.
I don't know if I can go further down.
For this leg, getting used to the this turnover process now, but I'm catching up. I'm very excited.
Yes, Michael and Annabelle are piloting from the Nautilus. These aren't submarines, they're remotely operated vehicles. So both Annabelle and Michael are on the vessel with us.
We're moving a bit. Can I pay out?
Yeah, you can pay out. Yeah.
Roger.
Yeah, just keep, as long as you're outside that 20-meter ring,
All right.
it should be good. No, you're okay.
Just a little tap there.
So have we been able to determine why it's so hazy? Is it just sediment or is it from vents?
Yeah,
it is very
you're mostly going to
likely
have to
from
wait for
venting,
the ship move, really.
not sediment.
Roger.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Scoot the heading a little bit. Tilt's feeling good so far.
Hmm?
The camera tilt's feeling good so far.
Oh, yeah, it's working. Yeah, it's good.
So right now we're down 2,953 meters, and our temperature right now is a little less than 2 degrees Celsius.
Gonna run the midnight gauge check if now's a good time.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Roger.
Yeah.
So right now we still have people settling in on this particular watch. It's the first time many of us have been in the control room or worked with Hercules before.
So 17 meters.
Ooh.
Not a good. And right now we are in the Marianas Trench Marine National Monument, which is off of the Mariana Islands of Guam and the Northern Marianas Islands.
Gonna pay out on Delta a bit?
Yeah, you can pay out.
We are going to an area right now that has been researched before, but no one's been there since 2004. So we're down there trying to see what changes have happened since people were here last. Is this 3?
You call
I
that good
think
for
that
Delta
looks like satellite
now?
feed.
Yeah, let their
that's
ship
feed.
move finish, and then
No, it's the.
I'm stretched out about as
the-
far as I
Is
can
that one?
get.
Yeah.
It's really
Okay.
too far.
Yeah.
So the camera view that you're seeing on channel 3 is actually from our ROV Hercules. Is anyone able to tell me which camera it is or the angle?
I can help with that. Are you asking about satellite 3?
Yes.
So that's actually a multi-viewer that's showing 3 of the primary ROV cameras in a large format, a couple of the cameras here inside the van, and then we also have our Atalanta view off to the left. And I think our pan tilt zoom camera is on the right-hand side lower as well. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cameras at once.
Thank you very much.
Let's see. Getting. I'm gonna change that
So
one.
Annabelle, can you come down another 5 meters
Roger.
or so?
Yeah, we're all still getting settled in here.
Yeah.
It's hard to, and the water is pretty murky. Visibility is low. That for now.
Is that good?
Yeah, that's good for now. Thank you.
No problem.
Let's see.
So ship moved on now?
Good question. This dive will be between 12 and 16 hours, and we are on hour 4 of the dive currently.
Might want
How
to give it another one over there.
how long we'll be on this
Yeah.
dive will
Well, you
be
can go kind of
determined
due east, I think.
tomorrow.
I think so, just like 10 meters or so. Just get this over here. It's just a tangly spot. I'm starting to be able to get down there, but it stretched out pretty good.
Looks like yet again we're able to come in a little bit closer to see close to what we were seeing before.
I'll adjust after the ship move.
Yeah.
Roger.
So right now, what you are seeing on screen are cameras from Hercules, which is our ROV. We are currently at 2,960 feet. This ROV does have a capability of going down to 4,000 meters.
You could come down another 5 meters there, Annabelle.
Roger.
This ROV isn't able to go all the way down to the bottom of Challenger Deep. So we are focusing on that 3,000 to 4,000 meter range with these dives. To answer your question, we're at 2,958 feet.
And you can do another probably 10, Annabelle.
Roger.
And that might get us there.
One of our viewers is asking about the Yakamata vent field. And can anyone provide any importance and explanation of this? Yeah. That works. Thank you, we're good.
Well, we're going to try to get back on heading to our waypoints to find some, hopefully we were getting on our way to chimneys and active vigorous venting. Are we hovering around waypoint 3?
We're on waypoint 3 right now. Just, yeah, that's kind of what's in front of us, and it's just kind of a little crevasse here, so we're just trying to get down into the bottom, but we're pretty much here. You're starting to see it.
Okay, from what I can see here, I think we want to, waypoint 3 was possible clam site from a previous dive, but if we could slowly start moving towards waypoint 4, I don't think we're going to do any sampling here.
Okay.
And waypoint 4 is upslope. And if we could just go slow and look around and meander our way up there, and if we see something active venting, tube worms, clams, we could stop and take a look at it.
Roger.
Roger. How are we feeling about that tether?
Yeah.
So we are currently sitting at our waypoint 3 and about to start traversing to waypoint 4 upslope.
Yeah, what are you going to do? Yeah, sure, yeah.
Yes. The Mariana is part of the Ring of Fire. Hey, May. Uh, yeah, I never got logged in. I tried and it didn't work on the science portal. So I made another one with another email, but now I've asked to join.
Okay. Let's chat, like,
Yeah, start coming up a little bit, Annabelle.
Roger.
So this is an area that has been explored before. It has been explored by NOAA Exploration, WHOI, Woods Hole, Schmidt Ocean Institute, and many different places that includes Japanese agencies. And Chinese, Russian, and Korean teams have been here before.
Yeah, keep on coming up.
Roger.
Just in front of this steep piece here, so let's keep coming.
Let me see this for just a second. So as we're heading to waypoint 4, some of the things that we're looking for are sulfur chimneys to be able to sample them, and also to make sure that we're measuring the temperature.
It's probably good for now, Annabelle.
Roger.
I'm a ways out in front of you. I'm going to come back a bit, and then you can turn around. I think that's what's happening there. You should be able to do it.
We're coming around.
Yeah, okay.
There we go.
So maybe I didn't realize I got out so far in front of you. Just come down another few minutes, so or a few meters, so I can get back down and give them something to look at while we're waiting for the ship here.
Roger.
As you can see on satellite feed 2, that is from Atalantia, and looking down on Hercules. And from that, Hercules may look small, but Hercules is actually about the size of a Jeep.
Feeling a little better with that?
Yeah.
Where is the, oh, no, you're good. Sierra, earlier today we saw squat lobsters. Can you tell me why it's important in this area to have?
From my understanding, the more squat lobsters you see, the closer you could potentially be to an area with vents. So earlier they noted that there were a little bit hanging on some rocks here and there, and then they saw those larger quantities of them, which meant that we're kind of heading in the right direction here. You can typically see them as well as a bunch of other biology and fauna such as tube worms, barnacles, mussels that gather along all the vents. So it's one of their primary habitats, I think.
Thank you.
Yeah, sure. Where's the, which waypoint? That, yeah. Yep, yeah, you can do another step up toward that. Yep.
Annabelle, we have a question. How big is Atlantia?
Atalanta is a little bit smaller than Hercules. Trying to...
I want this
Trying
one.
to think of a good size comparison.
Someone's asking where we are. Right now we're in the Toto caldera, which is
Come up
about
like 5 meters.
Roger.
75 miles southwest of Guam.
Okay. Sure.
A little more, or are we feeling good?
It's okay for now. I'm pretty, well, no,
We're pretty
maybe
stretched
another,
out.
yeah, just keep an eye on it. You could do another 5, but I'm, like you say, I'm pretty far out in front of you.
Roger.
Give her a chance.
Keep an eye on that sonar there. Might do another 5.
How far are we now from the bottom?
Herc altitude.
I'm kind of off of a ledge here, so the altitude is saying 5 or 6 meters, but what's in front of us is just a couple of meters.
Ooh, starting to pull. I'm going to pay out on the delta a little.
That's okay, I'll come back to you. It's already
Okay.
down to 10.
Roger.
And then, Isabel, if you want to just keep the ship moves coming, just let us know. But if you want to get them before the ship stops. Yeah, like when it gets closer to it, if you catch it, just let us know. But in general, I think for this, until we get up there, unless science asks, we can try and just keep it going steady. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I think the way it works up there.
And we do have a new person on to watch. Kelsey, can you introduce yourself?
Yeah.
Hi, good morning everybody. My name is Kelsey McClellan and I am faculty over at the Northern Marianas College.
Thank you. We've been trying to figure out why it's cloudy. It is assumed that it's due to venting. And as we get in a little bit closer, we'll be able to answer that a little bit better.
Pull up a little as the ship's moving.
Yep.
Roger. Awesome, thanks.
I did have someone come back in the chat after saying Hercules is a Jeep. They wanted to know if you thought it's about a Subaru Crosstrek size.
A little taller than that. I guess if we're doing vehicles, Atalanta, it'd be more like a go-kart, but like without the little roof.
It does look a little like a go-kart without a roof.
Are there some dead tube worms?
Yeah, I assume that when you don't see any of the red tissue at the top, most of those could be considered dead. So when you start seeing the red, those are the living tube worms.
Yeah, we're pretty sedimented here, but doesn't look like there's any staining or alteration in this sediment.
Isabella, I haven't gotten to talk to you yet. Can you introduce yourself?
Yeah, absolutely. My name is Isabella Monaco. I am sitting in the navigator seat for the first time. Yeah, and I've formerly been a mapper for Nautilus, so this is a great opportunity to be here.
Yeah.
Are we looking at a change in elevation, or is that sediment different?
This is not one of the hydrothermal vents that Dr. Ballard discovered in the 70s. This one was around 1960 when it was discovered, and it has been visited a few times, with the last being in 2004. Sierra, someone would like to know, what does the staining of the sediment mean?
I can kind of take a guess, but I'm
Got a lot of
assuming
room.
it has to do with the deposits from the vents themselves. So whether it's sulfur-based vents, you know, black smokers, white smokers, it can kind of influence the color of the sediment that we're seeing.
Yeah, yeah, perfect, yeah.
Pulling her up just a little bit.
Yep, roger.
Oh yeah,
Oh, there are shrimp.
we've got some little
There
shrimps.
they are. I was just told that this is a good sign that there are vents nearby, because these shrimp, can you repeat that, please? I don't think so, no.
Are all those squiggly little critters the shrimp?
Yeah.
Ooh. Yes, they're the ones that you can kind of see floating around there in the water.
All right, we're at waypoint 4.
All right, great. Maybe we kind of just pan around and just take a zoom in on some of these shrimp.
Sure.
We get a couple pictures.
Just get in there a little closer.
There. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I would have just figured that out. Okay. Yeah, so what
Little
I'm
bump on Atalanta
mentioning
sonar?
is that what we're looking down on, and it would be great if we could get a zoom when you
You're all right
when you
there.
can, is all those little dots on the rocks are shrimp, and these are endemic to the vents here. They are, I can give a pretty good guess that they're a
one more
Rimicaris
10-meter step.
species, and they crop the bacteria
We're
that
still heading up
grow
that slope?
because of the hydrothermal fluids. So there's enough fluid coming through here to grow bacteria.
Do you want to take a zoom there?
Yeah, let's just go,
Go
right,
ahead, video, if you want to zoom in there.
right in there.
Yeah,
Zooming
go
now?
ahead.
Okay.
They're pretty small.
Sorry.
Yeah, probably about 2 centimeters, 3 centimeters. And if you look at them, oh, there's a female there in the middle. She's got eggs. And if you look at how they go across the rock, you can see their, you can see that they've got their little feelers right up front, just constantly working so they can get the bacteria up. The white on the rocks is sulfur, and on that sulfur is growing little tiny filaments of bacteria, and that's what these guys are cropping.
Is it just me, or is this shimmering? Is this a little bit warm? Is this venting water
Yeah,
here?
there would be, yes, it is.
So we've got
yeah,
what appears to be, which would make sense for why the shrimp are hanging out there. But yeah, I think you can see the...
Yeah, definitely shimmering.
Ooh.
And,
okay.
you know, if we're here and we can do it, this is one of the samples that we were looking for, is to get a suction sample of these.
Of the shrimp?
Of the shrimp, yeah.
There's some signs of diffuse flow in the
think
bottom left part of the screen.
Right here.
I think we can leave them here
Yeah.
for a moment because it sounds like they want a sample.
We do.
And you want to do a suction sample?
Yes,
We'd like to
please.
do a suction sample on some shrimp, please.
Okay. Give me a second here.
But what we want to make sure is the suction samples for the different sieve sizes inside of it.
Yeah, there's
So
only one
that
actually May can let you know.
yeah.
Seems like our valve packs on the
Okay,
GUI.
and we know which one that's in. So
Oh
okay,
no.
we don't want to use that one now.
No.
We're just going to come up and get the porch out and then
Just
check
regular.
again.
Yeah, the non-fine mesh. Okay.
I'm going to get the delta up around 20. Mike, do you want me to come wide? Since we're stacked up.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, just watch as long as it's not pulling on it.
Gotcha.
Can we go full wide on the Zeus for a minute?
Did we get that logged that we saw venting?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Yeah, I got
and
it
I
logged.
didn't even see it from here.
I just put venting near shrimp.
Yeah. This is a good sign. Usually when you see venting like that, you go up, you're going to get hotter.
So Jeff, we have a question.
Oh,
It says shrimp is bugs. Any thoughts?
Shrimp is bugs.
Shrimp is bugs.
Bugs.
I don't know if I'd lump them into sea bugs.
So they are a kind of arthropod. And
yeah.
so we have land arthropods that are like spiders and things that could be considered kind of bugs, but yeah, I wouldn't say necessarily under the same category, but they are in the same phyla, at least as some of our terrestrial friends.
Right. So bug is a more colloquial word that we lump into things generally on land, but related to what we talk about
there?
bugs on land. Shrimp are in that
She
category.
seems all right. So
Ocean bugs.
Are we adjusting on the proportional or the valve pack?
So if you're
for
wondering,
the
we
slur,
are setting
just pull
up
up the suction pump
to
for a
do
second.
a sample
Just
of
turn her
some of
on?
these shrimp.
No, just pull up the valve settings. Yeah, I just want to see where they are.
Let's see.
Oh no, put it back down for now. I just wanted to see where the
This
sliders
is a
were.
good sign that our waypoints
Okay, keep it down for the moment until I get it out
pulled
there.
from our
And I'm
the
wondering about
literature
this,
and our previous our colleagues that
camera
were here a while ago. That venting is still occurring.
Upper
camera?
Upper cam. There
Upper
we go.
cam.
Okay, and actually, can
Significant
you
amount of
give me
time
the
later.
bubble cam on the craft and try and see if you can pick up the suction hose? See if I can
The
get a better
shrimp
view
look
of
like
it.
they're actually
Roger, gonna
hanging on to the
scoot the bubble around a
platform
little bit.
of the ROV there, checking things out,
There, and
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
maybe down
making
there.
it easier
How's that?
on us.
Yeah.
Maybe zoom out a little if
Yeah,
we can.
Jeff,
Yes.
it's more likely that the
Yeah.
Oh, we're zoomed
the
out.
place to look is
What's
on
going
the top
on with
of
Argus
this
there? It's
Yes.
pretty
picture,
close
not
to the...
down into
Right.
it
Ooh.
yet. Although
Just come up a bit,
I'll
eventually
come up a
we
bit
were
on
going
our,
to go
yeah.
5
down in
meters,
there,
but
because
the
somewhere along
delta's
there,
already
there's some more
20, so
venting,
let's
but
just
Yeah, I
see if
don't
that's
really
going to work.
know.
Yeah, my experience with
Come
vents
up
is
5.
usually go
Roger.
up for hotter and more
Yeah.
focused flow. And I think our next waypoints, we're kind of still on the upward trend. But we're going to grab these shrimp
Oh, yeah, I
and
see. We
probably
might need to
continue
move
on our
back
way
down.
up to our next waypoint.
Oh,
Or-
I don't know, 10,
Yeah.
5 meters.
to get an idea of
other
the
one.
You wanna take a step
size of the
5 or
shrimp,
10
Yeah,
meters
I
back?
didn't
if you
account
look
for the
on the
swing very
screen,
well,
you're
did
going
I?
to see
They're
two
about
green
two.
It's okay.
dots.
We'll see.
Those are
We'll
what
Okay.
we
see what
use
we
to
can
help
do here.
determine size, and those are 10
Would you like me to
centimeters
keep going
apart.
up, or?
What's your altitude on the...
Altitude is like 18-ish.
Yeah, I think you're okay. You're okay.
I'm okay, don't
It's
need
a
to move
soft
much more?
slope. No, yeah, I think you're okay.
All right,
So bubble cam is down there. Okay.
heading back to the slurp.
So we're setting up here to
Oh, we're
do some
right up in
section
there.
Don't
sampling.
get, hold on a second. Don't get my pan and tilt moving.
for Zeus.
Yeah.
Hey Mike, that pan and tilt for Zeus is also on the stream deck under the variable
I can't
valve
hear
packer
you
thing.
very well, Ed.
I'm on SPL.
On the
Hold
stream
on,
deck?
I'll come over.
Oh, it's just really slow.
Howdy. Starboard valve
You
pack.
can see on our satellite feed 1 are 2 major sample bottles.
I know this.
That hopefully we will find some very focused
All right.
fluid
That soft
venting
train is
that we can
definitely
put those
getting pretty close to
snorkels
ADA.
into and suck
Yeah,
up
you're going to have
the
to come up a bit there, yeah.
Roger.
venting
Thank you.
fluid and then subsample it and put it in to a bunch of bottles and take it back to the lab and analyze the elements and compounds that are inside of the vent fluid. But for now, we're getting the suction sampler out. The shop vac of Hercules.
Isn't this Hercules' new and improved arm?
Still
More?
getting a, you can check in with Michael, but it's still looking pretty close.
Yeah, but you got
Is this the new
15
arm?
meters
Is
altitude
the right
there.
arm the new
Yeah,
arm?
I've got 15 altitude, about 25 delta.
Okay.
Pretty stretched out here. Okay, can we zoom in?
Oh, it's a party. You could probably get multiple in one slurp.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be great if we could
Okay.
get about,
Can we get a sample salvo or something so we can see the jars?
Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, we're not.
Hang on, let
that's
me
right.
get into the...
Just full wide for a second, guys. We're not...
You can see that little
sample salvo
hole.
is here.
There's a lot
Roger.
of fluid venting out of this guy.
Yes, it is common to hear a little bit of everyone talking at the same time because everyone has a little bit of a different job while
She's
here.
real close.
Yeah, come up.
Yep.
Yeah, we're going to have to move
Should we step back?
Atalanta back down here.
There's
Okay.
a bit
We
of
got
a
a little
cacophony.
setting.
Yeah,
on
sorry
there.
guys, we got to rejig the vehicles here a bit. So I'm going to pop up.
Delta's
Yeah.
at like 30. Sorry
Yeah, I'm
if
coming up. You can come up.
Okay. Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Lobster in the majors.
Did I spell that right? Make sure I'm spelling it right. I did not.
Yeah. 10 is probably good.
I'll keep coming up on Delta.
Yep.
Roger. Yeah.
Oh, and it has to be out.
Okay, we are repositioning.
Looks like we're pretty stretched on the tether.
Yeah, come back.
I'll leave the Delta alone for now.
So what temperature is Hercules rated to? If we're on top of vents, would it have any effect on Hercules?
It will if it's like, the temperatures are pretty concentrated.
Are you talking to me?
Typically at events, so yeah, like yes, if you're in a
Okay,
plume and
sorry,
it's
I
a
can
couple of
hardly
hundred
hear you.
degrees, it can damage like some of our bits for sure.
Yeah, that's better. Yes, I can.
Terrain looks nice.
It's Remicaris loihi. Loihi, like Loihi Seamount, L-O-I-H-I.
Roger. Got an altitude of 26, 27, 28 on Atalanta.
Okay.
So how many shrimp do you guys plan on collecting?
Well, once that shop vac gets in action. um, so we just run it along the bottom and
Coming up a little bit on Delta.
it doesn't take long
Roger.
to collect a nice sample to be able to get a population analysis.
Yeah,
There's quite a few
That
people
would be
take
good.
another one
interested
back.
in
Yeah.
this species. Shrimp in this genus, which is called Remicaris,
Mm-hmm.
are known all through the Western Pacific, the Indian Ocean,
Gonna be
and the
pretty generous
Atlantic
with the
Ocean
Delta.
hydrothermal vents.
So let me know if you feel
okay.
any
So
pulling.
the genus is
Yeah,
very
we still
broadly
got-
spread. A lot of people work on them, and it's really interesting case to understand evolutionary patterns that relate to tectonic history. So once you can begin to figure out how these species are related to each other, going from North Atlantic to South Atlantic into the Indian Ocean, and then the geologists, and then into our area, and then the geologists tell us something about the timing of those splits of the oceans. You can get a better timeline on evolutionary patterns. And because these animals are so specific to the hydrothermal vents, we don't have to worry about them being somewhere else. We can just, we can look up at the evolution with the timing of the spreading ridges. So it's a really fascinating system that way.
Thank you.
Terrain's looking okay. I'm going to leave her be for a second.
Mm-hmm.
Can you point out that seawater is very good heat sink, temperature even. Got a bit of swing swong.
So someone wanted to know, is it true that salt water is a very good heat sink, and the temperature, even if it was 350 at a vent, that it would drop down to ambient and just a few centimeters away?
It
A little
does.
bit right
The
there.
temperature gradient is really steep between, you know, a hot vent and
Should I pull up or should I leave her be?
what's our bottom temperature right now? 4
Oh, right
or
at the
2?
moment.
Right
Yeah,
now we're
she
at
looks okay.
2.
2 degrees C.
Yeah.
So you can think about how cold the background water is. It mixes with the warm water very quickly and cools it down. So you don't have to be that far away from a vent, and the temperature is back to background temperature, which is why when we're sampling with the fluid, the vent fluid, the major sample bottles that are in the screen right now in feed 1, we really need to make sure that they are in the vent fluid, like right inside of the vent.
So that it's not diluted and
Yeah,
loses its properties.
yeah, it mixes with the seawater and essentially starts being challenging to know if you're just sampling seawater or if you're sampling the vent fluid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, looks like we're coming back down. I see 2 worms up there.
Ooh.
The 2 worm
We
garden.
were down here, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it looks more like dead tube worms.
Yeah.
Dead 2 worms.
But where they
still.
wanted the sample was in around here, I thought.
We can go back and get some shrimp.
Got a couple still hanging on to the platform there of the ROV, little guy, little fellow.
Yep.
And that was the species mentioned earlier.
All right, we're lined up here a little bit behind me.
What minerals and would you expect to coming out of a hydrothermal vent?
Could have high
Yeah, I don't know why she's
sulfur,
it's sticking around up there so
manganese,
much.
iron. It's kind of like you're leaching elements out of the rocks. So whatever the rocks are made of,
Out
you can be
25,
pulling
Delta 30.
elements out of it, kind of like you're extracting it with the hot
another
water.
10.
So you get a variety depending on what the host rock is.
Yeah, I kind of need it on top of us or behind us.
Very, okay, oh, that's an interesting question.
So if someone were colorblind, is that something that they could do, could be an ROV pilot with?
Colorblind.
Colorblind.
I mean, I guess I wouldn't know, but looking at the GUI, I don't think it would necessarily be that much of a difference.
Can
I
you
think
check
the
the comps
ROV
with the
pilot
cam?
profession is
Have a look
not
at the gauges
as
there. Don't need to write them off.
limiting in sort of those,
Roger.
if you're colorblind and you can't be a fighter pilot or something.
Right, right.
Where a ROV pilot I suspect you could be colorblind and still become an ROV pilot.
A little murky on the gauges, but
Yeah.
can't quite get the numbers, but I can see the dials.
Okay.
Adeline is backing up.
Roger. Delta's around 27.
I'll see if I can see that spot, maybe.
The shrimps.
Yeah. At least put me on the right side here.
Here we go. We got Herc back on the Adelcan.
Short-lived. I'm gonna go back to the
Short-lived.
south.
Oh,
Where did all our shrimp friends go?
They're not even sitting on Herc anymore.
Oh, they've left.
down to one lobster.
One little squat lobster's hanging on.
It's kind of like when you go driving and you have something on your windshield. We all sit and wait how long it can hang on.
Yep.
I don't think Hercules has windshield wipers, though.
Just a big suction.
Big slurp tube.
I like the people that operate Hercules are pilots, which suggests that Hercules is flying through the water. So is it really a Jeep? Or is Hercules an airplane?
Can't really be an airplane or a drone because it's tethered.
It's tethered, right?
It's tethered.
Not very fast.
It's not fast. But it's not swimming.
No,
It's
not.
flying.
It's weightless.
It's very, it's, well, we could get those numbers of how, it's, I think, very, very slightly positively buoyant.
Yeah, I'm not really seeing the place where we were. Or
I was told that it's always a little bit positively buoyant. That way, if anything happens to it, it will go up to the surface rather than sink down to the bottom.
Yes, that is a safety factor. So there's always a few props pushing down.
you think it's behind us? Yeah, that's what I think so too from what I'm looking at.
It's a little bit more murkier.
I was just told that another ROV, Alvin, actually has extra lights to accommodate colorblind pilots.
There you go.
Alvin is actually a manned submersible.
Yeah, those are even closer to pilots, untethered.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, she looks nice.
Guys, sorry I'm sniffing around for that patch where we were, but I'm not really
If you see
having much luck.
shrimp in general,
Yeah,
although I bet they're all going to be hanging out at that vent, that little little fissure. Not fissure, it's kind of more of an opening that had that diffuse venting happening at it.
Lots of worms.
I guess the word for it is an aquaplane,
Oh, an aquaplane.
and that it's not a robot because it doesn't work without a pilot.
Okay. It's a machine.
It's a machine. But aquaplane, I kind of like that.
I like aquaplane instead of aeroplane.
Yeah.
Just to give you some of the numbers, we're at 2,928 meters, and we're at 1.8 degrees Celsius for temperature.
No, I'm not seeing anything.
Do you think, Verena, do we keep searching for those? I bet if we go up, we're going to find more shrimp.
Well, we can go up
Yeah.
slow. Okay.
Wait, hold on.
We've
Do you
got a...
Looking.
Right around where the lasers are?
some
Up
holes.
here?
Oh, yeah, I got it, yeah. Okay, maybe we're...
Yeah, I think you can even kind of see the staining.
Yeah.
Come down on the delta a little.
Yes, please.
Roger.
Terrain looks good.
Yee. Got a little bit there on Adel sonar.
It's 60 meters out, 40 meters out.
Roger.
Yeah, I'm worried about them. I'm looking at them.
Looking at that one about 10 meters to our left. Or 20.
And kind of
Looks
this whole
about,
thing is
yeah, 20.
20.
kind of breaking
Getting a
apart.
little bit into the
This
watch
whole
it
thing
zone.
could have like
Yeah.
a slide or a slump.
Now, someone asked, is it possible to have critters tangled up in the ROV line? I was always under the impression it's a little bit too thick and only single, so that couldn't happen.
Have to be a pretty big critter.
And of course, the next question
So yeah,
was, has it
that's
ever
not
been
gonna
bit?
work with our orientation either.
Hmm.
We're gonna need, Atalanta's gotta be deeper.
Okay, we can
Just
step back only like 5 meters, or do you want to do
5
10?
and
And
this
then
way, like
cut.
220 or
I don't
something,
think
Okay.
240
I
or
don't
something
see
like that.
shrimp here.
There's one
Is
little
there
I'll keep
just
lowering her.
a couple?
some moving.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, here
see
they are.
now.
Okay. They blend in pretty well with the
It's a shrimp party.
lots of, yeah, here, I feel like coming out of this.
Oh, I'm still pretty stretched out here.
Okay. I'll keep lowering her. We're good with that. Shrimp party.
Nice.
Are we good for me to get delta back down to 20?
Yeah, if you can, yeah.
All
But
right.
you're still pretty...
I'll keep a
I'd
lookout
wait
on
for the
that
ship, I
sonar.
think.
Okay. So we're aiming to get around that corner a little bit on the Adel sonar.
These shrimp do seem to all be about the same size as each other without much deviation.
That's really cool. Look at their little maxillipeds.
Did you want to zoom in there or anything, or are you just trying to find a... I don't see any venting here.
Yeah, we want to get a number of shrimp in the suction sampler.
Adel terrain at like 15-ish.
Yeah.
The
I don't know if we're going to achieve that here.
If this is challenging, I think we should move to the next waypoint up the slope, where I think there's going to be more focused venting and probably more things to sample.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
we can make our way towards waypoint 6.
If you'd like, you could,
Or
if you want to stow the section sampler.
Yeah.
Oh, so you can't,
Yeah, we're pretty close to
can't
5. Do you want to Do you want to skip it and go to 6?
If you think we're going to have, if it would be overly challenging or not possible to get any suction samples here.
I don't think you're going to get them like that. I think you need to have them kind of more together.
Okay. Yeah. Then let's go to 6.
Let's go to 6.
Which is more, yeah, still upslope. And I think going upslope is going to give us...
Yeah, just give us a second once we get up here. Yeah.
We didn't see it, but I think we're...
I'll pull up
I'm
on
gonna
Delta a
get
bit
out
for
of
the step there.
sample mode here.
I think we're keeping going. We're going to run into it.
Roger.
Oh, it's this one I want,
Okay.
I think. Yeah.
Okay.
So right now we're at the Toto Caldera. It's about 75 nautical miles southwest of Guam. And here there have been hydrothermic vents that were reported in 2004.
Pulling up right now.
Poor Chin.
They have confirmed with cameras in 2000, and they started calling it the Nakamaya vent field. The fluids here can reach up to 170 degrees Celsius and tend to be unusually acidic. And the animals that you see here are tube worms, and as we've learned, lots and lots of shrimp and squat lobsters on this in this area.
All right, up we go.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Yeah, thank you. I'll get back out in front of you,
Roger.
Atalanta.
I'll just leave her as she is then.
Yeah.
To keep it on the light side, someone wants to know if these shrimp and squat lobsters would be good in a seafood boil.
They seem pretty small to me, so I'm not sure how much meat you would be able to even get. And it would be very hard to bring them all the way up, I believe. I don't know if they would taste that great hanging out around these hydrothermal vents.
I mean, they'd be cooked if they're in the hydrothermal vents.
Yeah, well, that's part of the thing with these shrimp is that they don't want to be in the super
down a
high
little bit?
temperature venting fluid.
Yeah, sure.
They like
Little
the
terrain there.
Yeah, no,
slightly
you're okay. We're going to come up.
All right.
warmer than background
then.
diffuse venting, because that's where the bacteria that they eat can live off the reduced fluids coming out of the vent. So I guess they're little Goldilocks. They don't want to get in the really hot vent, but they need to be in some warm water coming out.
Has to be just
right. Yeah.
Getting a little bit of pull there.
Yeah. So if there's
Yeah, come down a little bit.
Roger. Coming down about 5. Delta around 20.
I think we're okay.
There we go.
Okay. Okay.
Does that feel a little bit better?
Yeah, that's good.
Now,
Roger.
it's not always the way it works, but my
Terrain
experience
looks really
with
good.
doing the search for
Yeah.
the hydrothermal vents is that you got your waypoints, you're going, you see a little bit of venting fluid, and everybody gets really excited, and you want to get a sample. And then you go another 50 meters up, and there's the giant vent. So
So you're
I'm optimistic that
So-
we're on our way to seeing some pretty exciting stuff.
So patience is key,
Well,
is
it's
what I'm hearing.
patience is key, and it's
Gonna lower a
also
little bit more.
don't take all your samples
I'll leave her.
from the first spot you see.
And we're on to waypoint 5 or 6.
We're on
And
our way to
while we're there,
waypoint 6.
We're looking for possible tube worms to take as samples on top of the shrimp and squat lobsters.
And put the bubble
Yeah.
cam back
Yeah, I think
up.
as we keep
Or where's
moving
it going?
up,
bubble cam to who?
this little
On the
ridge fissure
gauges.
thing
Oh, it is
that
on there,
we're
sorry.
going to see
It's hard
more
to see.
venting.
Real
Hopefully.
cloudy on it.
Fingers crossed.
And so these are mostly sulfur vents, correct? That we're looking at, or are they a mix?
A lot of sulfur.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, do another one.
And what
Yeah.
does the processing of those sulfur samples, of the vent samples, look like?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it's good.
Are those the majors that you were talking
That's
about,
the
Jeff?
majors, yeah. So that's the, if we find really focused fluid flow, we can put the snorkel, the little tube that's at the end of the majors, into the vent and get just venting fluid coming out. And we fill up a 750
Gonna pull up a little
milliliter
bit?
I'm
bottle
coming down. You're all right.
that then
You
preserves
alright?
it.
Okay.
And when it comes
Or
to the
sorry,
surface, we can
terrain there.
subsample
Yeah,
it
come
and
up
do
5,
some
yeah.
preservation and then save it to go back to the lab for analytical chemistry.
Very
To
cool.
do the major and minor element analysis, which is kind of why they're the major elements you're looking at. But it's just the fluids because they're not gas tight. So any gases that are coming
better?
out are going to be most likely lost.
Yeah, not really
In fact, these
able
are
to
pretty
see
gassy
anything, though.
No.
from the previous
Pretty
studies
murky.
that these are gassy vents.
I'm trying so hard not to make a joke right now.
I know,
Nice.
it's tough. It's tough. We're talking gases and fluids here.
I know my kids at school would love this conversation.
Yeah, as a firm coral reef ecologist, when you all started
Try and look
talking
good.
about majors, I was like, I have no idea what this is, and I'm going to ask.
Yes.
Yeah. Probably used to calcium carbonate,
Little bit on
calcite
Ada,
and aragonite.
but it's a bit below us.
It's hard for those to form down here. I would love to see some coral, but the likelihood of them being by these vents is very minimal.
Never say never.
We're pretty deep, so I could see some maybe bamboo coral being down this deep, but I haven't seen anything so far. I'll get really excited if I see one.
Oh.
Yeah.
So about how far are we away from 0.6?
Good question.
It's getting real murky.
We're about 20 meters from 0.6 right now. Or Herc is only
You see
14
those
meters
gauges?
away.
See what?
It's getting cloudier too.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
might be getting close.
Herc hasn't moved too far from Atalanta, but the view's gotten quite murky.
Yeah.
I think we might be close.
More venting.
Screen full of goop.
Scientific goop.
That's better.
It got better pretty quick.
Could have been hovering over a spot. Turn around.
Little terrain on Adel. If I come down. We're good for now, though. Adel altitude anywhere between 15 and 30. Delta around 17, 18.
Yeah, it's really lumpy around here.
Mm-hmm.
Herc is about 7 meters from waypoint 6.
Roger.
So we're actually in an area here that has 21 designated volcano sites in this area. And we are in the Marianas Trench Marine National Monument right now.
Well, we're pretty much at waypoint 6 here.
Okay, can we go take a look at the, well, that's the rocks. Is there any living stuff or venting stuff coming out of there in front of us?
Not that I see so
Seems
far. I'm
pretty.
still waiting on Atalanta to catch up here.
Okay,
Most
it's
of
more
these
like dead
seem-
two worms.
Yeah.
Would you say that that
Yeah, and then kind of,
murkiness
I don't know
is
what
due
it's
to
10
sediment plumage,
around,
or
no,
is it coming
350,
from?
like, yeah.
Probably coming from the venting.
Okay.
The
Super lumpy,
sulfur.
bumpy terrain.
What is the stuff that looks like hairs on the rock?
That it would be the tube worms, yeah. So
Those are the
dead-
tube worms?
These ones look dead just because we can't really see any of that red tissue. So I think earlier there was some good examples of more living tube worms, and they kind of have a little bit of red at the very top.
Do they tend to stand up vertical, or are they always leaning down?
Okay.
Gonna come up on the winch?
I think they can kind of do a mix of both.
Just
Yeah.
a little
From
bit.
my understanding, the ones we're seeing here are obviously dead, so they're just more prone to lay on the seafloor. They can't really stand upright, but sometimes they can be pretty
Just a
tall
little
and
tap there.
stand completely straight, or they can be leaning, whatever's advantageous, I think, for the worm to get, nutrients and food.
Are there many different species of these sea worms where we're at?
I think we're primarily looking at the same species, the Lamellibranchia tube worms, I believe. I can confirm.
If possible, could someone zoom out on the ROV nav screen just to see how far waypoint 7 is? Because waypoint 7 is close to where the highest temperature chimney was seen in the last expedition here back in 2003, I think.
Right on. Waypoint
seven's up
7 is
there.
about 40 meters north of Herc right now.
Okay. Is it possible to go to waypoint 7 but kind of meander our way there and just do kind of exploration? Because I think there's so much blocky debris that if we could pass stuff kind of easily and not see it, especially with the visibility. So we can spend some time just kind of looking around and moseying our way to 7.
Yeah.
And if anybody sees anything that looks like living tube worms or bunches of shrimp, let's just flag that and then we'll go take a look at that.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Science, geologically, what's up with that blocky stuff? Why is it
Trying to
shaped
remember,
like that?
these are the USBL hits, right? Can we reseat
Well, these are eruptive.
the DVL?
This is in a caldera, so it has a eruptive history of, emplacing lava into lava rock, and a lot of times it'll construct and build up, but then it's also weak and starts fracturing and breaking up. So I think even at the beginning of the dive, the seafloor was kind of a talus pile of rocks, just like really broken up, kind of like at the bottom of a hill. And then as you go up, the rocks are getting bigger. They're more exposed. They're waiting to break and then fall to the bottom. And in this case, I've even seen spots where it looks like it's really starting to just crumble apart.
Yeah, these rocks that we're seeing now are a lot smaller than the ones towards the beginning of the dive.
Can you hazard a guess as to what kind
Just gonna
of
keep her
rock
where she
they
is for
are?
now.
Is it like basalt? Is it?
I guess it's mostly basalt.
Yeah.
It's always hard for me to tell basalt and cobalt
Okay.
apart on the
We heading up
seafloor.
slope
They're
still?
just both so dark.
Roger.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's good to not get overly confident.
Yeah.
The
Ooh, okay.
it's likely basalt, but until you pick up a
Is that the
sample
ridge we
and
can kind of see on
cut
Adel?
it and clean it, you
Okay.
don't want to put too much money
Looks
down.
good.
There could be some variety, but I believe most of it's going to be basalt.
Mm-hmm.
As with geology and life,
There's
don't
rock
get
up
too
there.
confident.
Just seeing a lot more.
Especially because
Awesome.
the
Thank you.
seafloor, you get a oxidation, you get, it masks a lot
Get a
of
decent viz here too.
the ability to interpret it from just this little screen. But no, some more dead tube worms.
Yeah. I'm seeing some shrimp hanging out. Maybe just keep going up.
Oh, there's shrimp swimming.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so just keep going.
Yeah, we're slowly moving our way towards waypoint
Yeah,
7.
it's looking good. This is...
You know, when I got the briefing this morning and I read that we were going to see tube worms, I was thinking more like the ones that I saw scuba diving. So this is fascinating to me because they're nowhere near what I was expecting.
Yeah, sure. Yep.
Yeah, they kind of make the seafloor look almost like really hairy
Yeah.
when they're
It
all
does.
congregated like that.
Would tube worms have any predators?
Mm. It's a good question. I can't
know.
think of the top of my head, but I could look. Could find out. Yeah.
If they have them, they don't have a lot of ways to protect themselves.
Real cloudy here on Adel Cam.
Yeah.
So we are not in the deepest part of the trench. The trench is about 11,000 meters, and currently we are at a little less than 3,000 meters.
Yeah, the trench is to our east right now. I'd have to get it out exactly how far. Probably, I don't know, 100 miles would be a rough estimate from where we are. But we're in the arc, which is west of the
is your move at
trench.
25 degrees? Yeah. You can, if you want, you can move like Atlantis heading to 25.
2-5?
But the arc is
Right
east
about there?
of the island chain
Roger.
of the archipelago, correct?
Yeah. Yeah.
The arc
Oh yeah. Yeah. Keep coming.
is, well, the arc is west of the trench. The trench is really the plate boundary between the Pacific plate and the Philippine Sea plate. And the arc, the active arc, is where the
No, I think if you put your
Guam
camera down,
is
I
close
think
to
I should be
the
right
arc.
You
under
should be right underneath, yeah.
And
Believe.
this is
All right,
a
I'll
arc
take a look.
volcano that
I
we're
don't know
on
if
right
we'll be able
now.
to see. It's awfully cloudy.
And the back arc is
Yeah.
to the west.
I was looking around for you for a little while, and I think I
let's
had
see,
it on, but just couldn't see.
where
'cause
else?
of the
What
smoke.
was?
I was just trying to figure out if I need to tell my friends to go to the east side of Saipan or the west side of Saipan and wave and say hi.
I think you'd have to go a little west.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think there's just tube worms, dead tube worms everywhere.
Yeah.
Tube worm
This used to be a
city.
very happening place.
What is the significance of all of these dead tube worms? Is it a change in chemistry? Is it a change in food?
Lack thereof food.
Yeah.
There used to be a lot of food here for them as a chemosynthetic organism that was living off of venting fluid, or living off the chemical energy within the venting fluid. The dead tube worms say to me that this was a really active place to support the tube worms, but has shut off.
So from someone watching, they said that on a previous dive, there were large crabs eating tube worms,
Okay.
although they may not have been the same kind.
Okay.
Okay.
I think you've got a little room in front.
Never sleep on the crabs.
Yeah, crabs are pretty opportunistic, so whatever they find of nutrients and food, they're
We'll
gonna
be at that
they're
ridge
gonna
soon.
get.
Real smoky.
They're pretty hardy too.
We're slowly making our way to waypoint 7, where Herc is about 27 meters away.
Okay.
Thank you. Oh, some more friends.
So at waypoint 7, they're looking for fluid samples at approximately 170 degrees Celsius at one of the chimney sites.
Yeah, hopefully we find the chimney sites. Hopefully I think we're getting a good chance. It's looking like there's getting cloudier again. The tube worms.
They should be safe to come down a little bit.
Okay. Just
try
keeping an
find-
eye on
always
that ridge
the
a little
fun-
bit.
thing that you get
Terrain
to do
right
when you
around
go to
us
a
looks
vent
good,
site that's
though.
been visited before is, can we get higher than 170 degrees C?
So you
To
want to
move-
collect it the hottest that you can.
You always want
That'll
to
come
get
on
the
down.
hottest you can, or at least not always, but for
See if we can
the
get a
purpose of
visual on
characterizing the vent fluid in this spot, we want.
How many temperature sensors does Hercules have?
That's a good question.
It's a good question. I can think of at least 2. The high temperature probe.
I'll have to come
And the
back up again
CTD.
soon once we go to the ridge.
Yeah.
We may have another one somewhere too.
There's
Michael,
actually-
do you know how many thermometers are on Hercules?
We have one temp probe. And I think that's all we have on here. There's temperature on the CTD.
Doing a little Herc scan with
Yeah,
Adelcam.
there's a good fun fact. What does CTD stand for?
My master's advisor would be so disappointed.
Oh,
I know the answer to that one.
we at least have the T, I think.
Yeah,
for
temperature.
Temperature, conductivity.
Yeah, we gave you the
Yes.
T.
And then what?
Depth.
Depth.
Hey.
Look at us.
Conductivity, temperature, and depth.
We all just take one section. We can
Yep,
all
there we go.
remember. Teamwork makes the dream work.
But
Yeah, something white up there.
CTD has kind of been co-opted. There was the first development
Coming
of
up on
CTD
that
was
ridge
just
there,
those
and you'll start pulling
parameters.
up.
Sure,
But
yeah.
now you kind of, it's a catch-all
Delta's a little
for
bit high.
a suite of sensors
Should I
that
leave her,
can
or
go
should
into
I-
water. So you
should I
can have
start going
oxygen
now?
sensors and
See what
turbidity
see
sensors,
how much closer it is
all
on
on
this
the
next pass here.
CTD.
That sounds good.
On your sweep.
Yeah.
All these
Yeah,
tube
so you
worms are
can-
kind of situated
can hold off
themselves
for a
where
little
that
while.
Yeah,
little
we're good.
The crack, the
crack
fissure.
is. Yeah, so
that's-
I'm wondering if it used to vent through there.
Yeah.
Theoretically, I should have eyes on Herc, but it's quite smoky.
There's some color over there.
In theory. It's somewhere down there. Do another little pan just for fun.
It is pretty interesting that in only a few meters you can go from almost no visibility to some and go back and forth just moving a little bit.
Yeah, it's a very dynamic environment.
Does Hercules kicked up much silt if he's not slurping?
If it's near the seafloor and it's sedimented, yeah, they can pick up a big dust cloud or a sediment cloud.
Ooh.
So Mayron, what are you interested in seeing while we're down here?
A lot of the environment down here is really interesting to me because it's just something that I've never seen before. A lot of I can't remember the wording for it, but the heat that we were seeing with the shrimp earlier, that was really cool. Part of my favorite thing about being here is watching all you guys get excited.
25 on the terrain for Adam.
Roger.
There's a lot more shrimp.
Shrimpy crevice.
Shrimp are a good sign.
Shrimp party.
I think you should have to dance every time you say shrimp party.
Shrimp party.
Yeah, got to do a little dance. We'll turn the camera on.
Okay. Because that's what the people want to see.
So Jeff,
Yes.
if you could see any one thing here, what would make you the happiest? What find would be your ideal?
A high temperature vent that has a very easily sampleable emission site, to get the vent fluid. And I've been on exploration dives in the past looking for hydrothermal vents, and it's really exciting to be on the first dive that you find the first vent, and especially if you've been looking around for a while. The vents are fun. That's why we're here. But getting to see everybody's reaction is also really great. It's kind of like that slow movie. You know, we've had a couple scenes. We've had some tempting
this might be the last. You
things,
just called
breadcrumbs.
For 15.
And then
yeah, that's probably the last one.
You could just
for waypoint
turn
7.
the corner and there's a
By the time it
giant,
swings
you know,
in there.
few meter high chimney. So I'm excited for that if we get that. If not, this site could be more.
Well, we can
not
stack them
in,
up.
You know,
you can stop them up.
Focused chimneys, but more diffuse flowing around cracks and fissures, which is fine. If we could get some place to sample some fluids, that'd be great.
Is the diffuse flowing what we saw earlier?
Terrain's looking good.
Yeah, that would be in like the low to diffuse flowing. The fact we saw, you know, focused shimmering water coming out and it was supporting all those shrimp. We didn't put a temperature probe on it, but it probably would have been, you know, obviously higher temperature than the ambient seawater, but probably nowhere near the 170 that we're hoping to find.
Right.
At a terrain
And
around 25?
exceed.
Roger.
We need 200 degree. That would be amazing.
So those green lasers that you're seeing at the end, it's there to measure. Those are 10 centimeters apart. They are not used for other measurements, just for size.
Yeah.
All right.
Just hold the ship here for a second. Jeff, this is waypoint 7 here.
Maybe we'll look around a little bit. Where this staining in front on the, what's this? What's the name of the camera? The top left on the big screen.
Yeah, this
The
one is
fisheye.
Zeus, or oh, sorry, this one.
Oh, Zeus and that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Zeus.
Zeus Plus. That's I don't know.
Do you
Down
see
upper.
anything?
There is kind of a rock that I was seeing on the ATA before I pulled up.
A
little
bunch of
bit in
tube
front of us.
worms.
This was the only
That might be
kind
it.
of different feature that I saw in the area.
I'm not really seeing any venting.
That might have been what I was seeing on the sonar there.
So Jeff, you've been called a vent fluid
Look, you can
chemist.
see it again on
Oh.
And they said it looks
sonar.
like you're getting warmer.
I am not a vent fluid chemist. I just work with them. And I told them I would get these samples. And the vent fluid chemistry is really crucial to understanding the system. The vent fluids pull out information about the rocks and the volcanic activity.
What's that orange thing there?
Yeah, I can't really.
Let's zoom in on the orange thing. That
Up
might
to
be
the left.
up here.
Yeah. So let me get in there.
Mm-hmm.
Some color.
So thank you for joining us from Norway. It may be a little bit late
Oh,
now
there's
to stay
shimmering
up
there
and
too.
watch, but we are
Yeah.
going to
I
be
see
doing a
shrimp.
live feed anytime the ROV is in the water.
Yeah, we got
So
some
he'll be
we
on
have some
for at
fluid
least another
venting.
8
You
to
can
10
see the
hours
shimmering
today,
water.
and then more on
Yeah.
other days.
You can go do a partial zoom there if you like.
Yeah.
Got it. Zooming.
So we do have
Are
some
we
shimmering.
okay on the tether?
Yeah.
I think I could lower her
I'll
a little
get you to
bit.
come down if we're going to sample and stuff here, yeah. Or
Okay.
get in tighter.
I'll come down a little bit then.
Do you think this site is there enough shrimp?
There's not
Little
I wanted to
terrain.
look around where the vent fluid is coming out of, but no, there's not a ton.
No, there's not. No. Are we at the this big overhang?
Oh, there's a lot
rock?
there though, by the rock.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's where it's coming out.
So is the
There's
orange
some
thing
maybe some live tube worms.
Yeah, I'm seeing a little bit more color. A lot of those look like shrimp.
Shrimp.
There's definitely a little
I'll bring
Yeah,
her
this
down a
bit,
little bit
this
more.
guy
vent
here.
right there.
Mm-hmm.
the large orange figure? Is that just the large?
And it looks like
Roger.
those might be some
There's a little
live
finger
tube
from
worms
that
right
ridge
to the
coming
right
out
of it.
that you'll see once I start coming down, I think.
Is the yellow a sponge that's on it?
No, I don't think this stuff.
Yeah.
I think that's altered sediment.
It
Oh,
might just be
okay.
yellow from the sulfur.
The sulfur.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, looks good. You like me to keep lowering if we're going to do sample?
Do you want to try and get any shrimp here?
It would be good to get some stuff under our belts in the sample box. But let's see, is there any, looking around,
Partial zoom.
do you see any other spots on this
Terrain
spot that might have
25?
more concentration? This looks like the best that I can see.
That's the best I've seen. And then up to the right there's some on the edge of that kind of lighter colored
Yeah.
rock. But it's not, they're not super dense. And I wonder, I don't know.
There's quite a few on that rock.
Yeah.
Addle out 23, delta around 23 also.
Sure, yeah. That's good.
Alrighty.
A lot of shrimp.
Lots of tube worms.
I'm a little ahead of you there.
Roger.
So when you're not underwater, a question came in, how do you know that we're having eruptions or having activity in the area when you're not down here?
We have The most straightforward way is that there's a bunch of seismic activity. So we have hydrophones that can kind of
Maybe while
hear
we're deciding, maybe
eruptions
move the ship back, try and
or
get
movement
Atalanta
of
back
magma
here.
bodies. Or
Bit
we
of
have just
terrain on,
the
Yeah, it should move
seismometer
you. We're
network
gonna
that
move
can pick
back.
up
okay,
larger
I'll
earthquakes.
leave her then.
Should come away
So
from it.
earthquakes and tremors tend to come with eruptions. So the magma moving around or either reaching the surface is breaking rocks and causing small
5?
earthquakes,
Yeah, 5.
which travel a long distance through the Earth. So we can pick those up with the seismic
Accounting for
arrays
the,
or all the stations either in the area or even globally if they're large enough. So we don't have to be down here to know that something's happening, but the farther away you get, the less details you know about what's happening.
And I think also they've
terrain
mapped
close to
this and
20 on
known
Ada?
that there have been changes
Yes.
in the mapping, and that's one of the reasons we came back.
Right.
Um,
But
We're
I don't. Toto
swing
was
swan
mapped,
back a
but
little there.
it didn't have significant depth changes in Toto. I haven't seen the new map. It could be. We remapped it this morning or this afternoon, and
Gonna come up a little bit.
haven't done a difference between the last time it was mapped. So there could be some changes too that very recent. All right, do we think we can get some shrimp?
It's not the best. It's not the best spot. I don't know. We can go for it, but
I'm fine to keep going up. I think
yeah.
going up is showing there's lots more dead tube worms.
You guys are still under a partial zoom.
Coming up on Delta.
Visibility is just tough to know
Yeah, maybe
which way up is.
Yeah, maybe carry on. I mean, we can go for it, Jeff. I just don't know if it's going to be like, there's not a ton of them there, and then once it gets going, they'll kind of move around.
they
Yeah.
disperse.
We're halfway between waypoint 7 and 8. Are we interested in trying to get to 8, or do we want to move, kind of continue north on this ridge to 9?
Well, we're in the spot where between 7 and 8, we don't need to hit in exactly the waypoints.
Yeah.
It's more around searching around and looking for more concentrated venting sites. These waypoints are from a while ago, so these waypoints were generated from the previous dives like 20 years ago. So things can change.
Yeah.
So if we want to just kind of go into explore mode, I think that would be the way to go.
Explore mode, okay.
Little terrain. Gonna come up a bit, but we're a little stretched out right now.
Yeah, I'm kind of coming toward you.
Okay.
I think I know the answer to this question, but have there ever been any eruptions while you're down below? I mean, I know the hydrothermal vents are always emitting, but anything of significance?
Oh, you mean
I
the
think it's just
hydrothermal
gonna carry
venting
on. Like I can kind of tag
is
this
fluid,
now on the way
and
up. But
I think that question may be talking about eruptions of like magma.
Right.
And yeah, Bill has seen it.
Oh.
And there's been ROV dives that have seen lava on the seafloor.
That's
Not
right.
often,
He was
though.
talking about that yesterday.
You do have to kind of get lucky because it's not always erupting, or you're not always here. So you've got to have the two stars align. But this environment, the Mariana being so active, you kind of up your odds because of the amount of volcanic activity.
Terrain's looking good on Ada. Got a delta of around 18.
Roger. I'm coming up behind you there.
So for
Roger.
note-taking purposes,
Gonna pull up a little, give you some room.
Are we going towards waypoint 9, or are we just going to follow this contour line? Or go up?
We're kind of slowly. We're between. We're at 7 now. Waypoints.
We're
7.
kind of passing 8 now. So
Okay,
we're moving
passing
north
8.
along the ridge, kind of moving towards 9 in a
Yeah, we're
exploratory
explore
direction.
that. Yes. I'm not sure what exploratory direction. We're just exploring.
I love it.
Yeah, and
Exactly.
moseying our way
It's
to
open-ended.
waypoint 9.
Yeah.
Meandering, if you
Meandering.
will.
Yes, I like a good meander.
Dilly-dallying.
Take a good. I'm just gonna
Saunter.
saunter.
Sort of a stroll.
Hercules just needs to go do a walkabout.
Yeah.
How long, Michael, how long can Hercules operate at 4,000 meters? What is his dive times?
It's kind of indefinitely. Like there's, there's
Till we're full of
48 or
samples.
72 hours is a pretty long dive. It's usually like we're full on samples. Eventually you might wind up with some sort of a nagging problem, I guess. But no, it's like longer dive times are typically between 48 and 72 hours.
Gonna lower her a little bit.
Yeah.
And this particular one that we're on right now is to 3,000 meters, and our estimated time is between 12 and 16 hours.
See if I can get you back in the camera.
And looking at the contours there, it would not be, to get to waypoint 9 if we went to the top of that little high spot to the west. High spots are good.
Okay.
So if we, I guess, kind of move west and then north to waypoint 9. Yeah, I like that.
West and then
Then
north.
kind of up there, yeah. We want to. I want to keep going uphill.
Okay.
But also trying to maintain, if visibility is easier to go along the contour, that's reasonable too. We definitely getting it's maintaining cloudiness, which is making it hard to find stuff.
I have a good question for all of you to chime in. Are you guys hoping to see an eruption, or would you be dreading to see an eruption?
Hoping.
Oh, I'd love to
It'd
see an
be
eruption.
so cool, yeah.
Hoping.
What do the pilots think?
Still hope. I'd still
It'd
say
be cool.
hoping. Yeah.
It'd be really cool.
I think it's pretty much unanimous.
Eruptions that are not dangerous to
Yeah.
Hercules
Yeah.
would be a qualifier
Yeah.
for that
Either or
one.
is fine. Yeah.
Yeah, losing Hercules would be a bad day.
Yeah,
We got a fishy.
Ooh.
we'd have a
Oh.
we'd have one heck of a story though.
Look at his little head. Ah.
What kind of fish is this?
It's a good question. Oh, look at his little...
He looks like a large tadpole.
He does almost look like a tadpole. Let me do a quick look.
Wow.
Got a little sort of finger coming up here.
Thought those might be called globe fish or globe heads.
Globe head?
Globe head?
Fish, I think. I'd have to look it up. Let's do that. And since I'm chiming in, the ROV Jason did encounter an active submarine volcanic eruption years ago and has very dramatic footage of it.
Are we heading in the 350 direction?
Yes. Yes, we are.
Roger. Okay. Gonna keep a lookout for that finger on addle terrain there.
Was that Northwest Rhoda erupting? I think that's where Bill said that maybe it was Daikoku.
You know, strangely enough, I have the footage here on my computer. I can take a look real quick.
Okay.
Terrain's looking good.
Very good, you're
It was the West Malta volcano
West
in May
Malta.
of 2009.
I think Bill was out there for that one.
Yeah.
West Mata, famous.
Right above you, Herc.
Roger.
No, you do not have to have any swimming skills to be on this expedition. In fact, there are a few people on the ship right now that do not know how to
Pretty
swim.
similar.
At no point does anyone get off the boat. We just let our ROVs do all the hard work for us.
Let's see, this one was in Mariana Islands. Let's pull up.
Definitely don't get off the boat.
Definitely don't get off the boat.
Do you think it's ever like these?
Yeah, you could put it in this family at
Okay.
least. Yeah.
Altimeter says we're going over a crack or something.
So that
Yeah,
fish
it's
that
all
we
like
saw could possibly be
very,
in the family
uneven
of
here.
Fididae. Kind of had considered an eel-like back tail where it all forms into one and doesn't really have any sections.
I've got a good news update for you. Alvin just filmed the first ever eruption witnessed at the mid-ocean range.
Wow.
A few days ago
Are we
at
interested in
9
taking another
north.
step?
I did
Oh, yeah.
hear that,
Roger.
which is really cool. That must have been super exciting for the people inside of Alvin to be that close to eruption.
That'd be a
I
little
think
scary.
they're in the East Pacific Rise. Ooh, we're getting more tube worms here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Are these looking more alive? Or are those dead too? Can't tell. They're a little bitter
They're a
color.
little bit more orange to me.
Yeah.
They look kind of rust-colored compared to
Rust-colored.
the other ones that were
Yeah.
more the beige of the rock.
We're still going 350?
Yep,
Roger.
350.
So are we looking for that kind of beige stain on the rocks?
Beige stain could be is a sulfur potential sulfur indicator, which is a good. Yes, we're looking for that. I think that's when we've been seeing the fluid venting.
Well, that's exciting.
Train looks good.
Yeah, can you come down 5 meters
Of course.
on Atalanta?
So Isabella,
Yeah,
can you tell us how you got into the field and became a navigator?
that's a good question. Yeah, I was in the middle of college and I got really passionate about the idea of living on the water. So I'll say like I was definitely always interested in the environment, but I think that the idea of working on a boat was kind of my first thought, and then the afterthought was like, okay, what can I do to get kind of working on a boat? And I like turned towards environmental science, and I minored in atmospheric and oceanic sciences. And then as college was kind of winding down, I was really eager to see what kind of opportunities I could find that was the intersection of like boat life and marine sciences. I was interested in like just about any discipline. And I kind of fell upon the internship here with Nautilus for the seafloor mapping. And I was like, oh my gosh, map making, this seems really cool for me. And so in 2023, I got to come out as an intern. And yeah, my whole world was changed with like mapping and getting into bathymetry. And slowly now I've been a contract with Ocean Exploration Trust for 2 years. And this is my first time in the navigator role. So there's a bit of an overlap with the navigation and the map making. So it's been really cool to get to kind of grow into this role as well.
Come down a little further.
Yeah. I don't have a lot of room.
Okay. You're pretty close to me anyhow.
I haven't seen Herc in your camera in a while. I just saw a bit of the tether.
I've been looking, but it's been pretty cloudy.
Yeah. That isn't a good spot for Herc.
Yeah.
So as a recap, we believe that the murky water is due to vent activity. We're still looking for the vents, but we do believe that's why it's so
More down, maybe
murky.
we can get
Yeah.
some visual there.
And as we're doing our meandering, moving west to go up to the ridge top would be good. As we're searching around.
Okay, we can keep moving.
Little terrain on Adel.
These are definitely a different color from what we were seeing earlier.
Yeah.
Do you think that means that they're alive still?
I think these might be alive. Are they poking their head, poking out?
Yeah, I
that sort of
see
bulb is?
maybe a little bit more tissue there at the top. They are white, so I'm trying to determine if those are still living or not, but
I get the impression that these may have been more recently alive. Maybe not alive now, but they were alive sooner or more recent than the ones we were seeing before, which is,
Got a
it's
little
kind of
visual
telling me
on
we're going
Herc
the right
there.
way.
Yes,
Oh, nice.
yes.
yeah, there's
You're getting warmer.
Just
Yes,
a
we're
little
getting,
tiny
we're
light.
getting
Just a
warmer.
peekaboo.
there's a fair
We have
number
more
of
shrimp on the left side of the
species on
screen.
the left. They all seem to be kind of congregating in this area.
You're down there somewhere, Herc. Yeah, you can see on the Adel cam a little bit.
Good eye.
Yeah.
It's that light. I almost wonder if turning the lower off would get a better visual on that camera. I'll try it.
Yeah,
Ooh,
good idea.
There you go.
look at that.
So we're seeing presumably more basalt chunks. And are these from an explosion or from just erosion over time
Yeah.
of
Keeping
a
an eye on
larger
it.
formation?
It's probably from eruption,
Start heading
not
towards that
explosive.
ridge up there.
So this is the,
We're very deep, and these deep volcanoes have like the pressure of the over
Yeah.
the water that kind of suppresses them from being explosively eruptive. It almost looks like this is more of like a conglomerate of a bunch of rubble rock intermixed with sediment. But it does look like quite bouldery at times too, so I'm not exactly sure.
What are the different ways to describe eruptions? Because there's explosive,
yeah,
and then
yeah, for sure.
is venting still a category of eruption?
Venting is not eruption.
Okay.
Venting is fluid, eruption is lava, unless you're talking a mud volcano, which is next expedition, where you're erupting mud or slurry of other non-molten rock. But, you know, explosive eruptions, and then you have kind of the more fluidized, low viscosity eruptions, which are like your Hawaiian basalt style.
Cool.
And then those have, like on land, you have your different types of eruptions, like your ahas and pahoehoe styles. But underwater, you have various kinds of like sheet flows, or more viscous. You get big pillows where they like just turn into pillows and move around. And I'm
think I
hoping to
could
see
come
that in
down
the
a
back
little?
arc.
Okay.
Or I guess we're gonna move.
No, you can, you're
Here-
right on the edge of your 20-meter line,
Yeah,
right? So I
yeah.
would stay where you are.
Okay.
So we do have a
Yeah.
4th grade science class from Louisiana, which is saying to you guys it's very
Okay.
cool.
Oh.
But they would like to know what the most exciting thing that you have seen. Now I should say that we just did start this mission, so we won't have very much from Hercules today, but I know several people here have worked with Hercules previously or other ROVs.
So the broader, most exciting thing we've seen.
Yeah, at least
Did I say what part of Louisiana they're from?
it does not say what part of Louisiana. It just said it's a 4th grade science class.
Oh, exciting. Man, I've seen some pretty neat stuff in ROVs.
Gonna do a gauge check.
Yes.
Yeah, think
go ahead,
about
yeah.
it.
I've got something I saw
That one,
last week
yeah,
with
tell
the
me, what was last week?
Yeah, last week I was, a part of the shakedown ahead of time before this expedition, and as we were just submerging a launch, I saw a very small sunfish just off the camera. And like if you weren't looking at one of the it was one of the bow cameras kind of facing Ada and Herc when they were like both submerging just off the surface, and I caught it for a second, and it made my day. It was really cool.
Okay.
Very cool. So
That is a very good one.
I guess
Yeah.
that here's a follow-up question. Can
Yeah.
you tell me, or in our listening audience, what is a shakedown cruise?
Oh, that's a good question.
A good one.
Yeah,
What are you shaking?
Yeah. Well, let's give our audience a couple of minutes to
That's good.
chime in, and then we'll give them an answer.
Yeah.
You got any guesses?
It's Shreveport,
The same?
Oh,
Louisiana.
Shreveport, cool.
Yes.
Can I get a second pair of eyes on those gauges?
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to see.
So what are these guys? Is this
look about the
are those
same as
tube
last
worms
time,
or is this
though.
something else?
It looks like a
Those-
sponge.
Those
Sponges?
large stalks, you can kind of
that one?
see the
Top right.
tentacles at
What's that
the
say?
end. Those kind of look more like an
Ooh,
anemone.
I don't know.
Okay,
Down
yeah,
here?
those guys. Yeah, here.
I can't read it. Let me see if I can.
Yeah, the little mesenteries like surrounding it. Looks like some kind of
Get-
stalked anemone.
Oh, good spot on
Main.
the tentacles.
That one's main.
They're kind of more pinky red in color.
This isn't your first rodeo.
Oh, but it's up.
I am biased towards Nidarians.
That's like a 7.
Jeez, I got a fright. I was reading it backwards for a second.
It's like a 7-ish on main.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, that's good.
Roger.
I'll try and find a...
So we got no takers. What is a shakedown?
Gonna pull up a little bit.
Is someone going to tell us what the shakedown is?
Yeah. So a shakedown is when they take the ship out and they test everything. They make sure all of the ROVs work, that all of the equipment to get on and off the ship work, make sure all of our cameras are working, and our command center that we're talking to you from now is all set up and ready.
Yeah.
So it's just a little test dry run to make sure everything runs smoothly.
Yeah. Little dress rehearsal-esque.
Dress rehearsal, we put a new arm on the ROV and we calibrated the sonar. Those were like 2 really cool goals.
What does this new ROV arm have that it didn't used to have?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't actually know the answer to.
It's
Yeah.
newer, for one.
It's newer. It hasn't been scraped up yet.
Did someone
they're
say
both pretty
stacked
new.
Medusa? Do you
The-
see?
Orion.
I had a comment over there about potentially a Medusa?
A stalked Medusa.
Keep an eye out for those
Just like a stalked anemone.
stalked anemone.
Anemone.
Yeah.
I'm not tugging on the tether, am I?
You're pretty high. You can come down. See how
Okay.
that
Yeah,
is
yeah.
going away? You could come down like 10
Getting a
meters
good look
maybe.
at it. Yeah, we're pretty high up.
Yeah. Yeah, I can go back over to the wall and I can see stuff. But,
Okay.
but you're like, yeah. You can put all those targets like right on the outside of your 20-meter ring.
Roger. It's nice to see you on the Addle cam.
Yes, yeah, it's easier for everybody. The arm question, the arm on the right, the craft arm, is a brand new arm, and that's a direct replacement for the one that was on there. So it's the same machine, just a new one. The other one was many years old, and they get a little bit beat up over time. And on the